This spring, UNOH baseball had one of their best seasons in school history. The Racers went 44-12, and that was without a man who could have been a major contributor to their team. Jack Berry now gets to train this summer with the Locos to ready him for the upcoming season. From the land down under to middle America, Jack Berry has found a home for the summer with the Lima Locos.
It's probably one of the best teams I've been on, honestly. But everyone just really meshed and really grew really quickly. Everyone's really good friends with everybody. There isn't any beef or anything in between anybody else. So yeah, really lucky to be in this team.
The Locos have really responded well to him, and obviously they look up to him because he's a man. You know, there's no way around it. He's just a man. So he's a big guy. He's got power. He's a great player. He's a fantastic teammate.
The Aussie was a standout athlete in the Western Hemisphere, garnering attention from the majors and eventually signing with the Twins. However, Berry was released after a year with the Minnesota Ball Club, a tough situation to face, but a decision that has helped him to grow.
It was honestly just a business thing. They had two other guys below me who they wanted to push up, and I was just, at that point the weakest link. So I just had to cop it and deal with it. It was his business. Honestly, I'm a little bit glad that it happened because it taught me so much about myself, or how I act when I fail and when I'm in those slumps and positions, how to bring myself out of it.
I think he's got a little chip on his shoulder, but he's not really that kind of guy. He's not, he's not out for blood. He's a guy who just feels like maybe he got shortchanged, but I think deep down he understands that he can play at that level again, and he's anxious to get back there. He's incredibly upbeat, and that's a rarity, I think, in guys who come off, being released. But the guy's he's got a desire and a work ethic to get back to that level, and I've not seen one sign in him that would lead me to believe that that's hanging over his head.
But good news followed the release. Berry was granted his amateur status by the NAIA and moved to Ohio, where he will play for UNOH.
I was cheering. I was so happy about it. I was honestly thinking I was only going to get 1 year, but I ended up getting 2. So I was pretty happy about that. Honestly, this is my time to learn about me and myself, and about how I play and how I want to be as a player. So just to give me a bit more exposure against some live arms, and then once I start doing really well, I'll get a contract and start the career again.
A guy with a professional baseball background, that's a guy we're going to try to sign. I can't be more excited to see him swing a metal bat. And obviously the whole coaching staff at UNOH is excited to see him in our uniform, but I'm excited to see what he brings to the team next year, given the fact that we graduate so many guys, and see if we can't repeat what we did.
In big league ball tonight, the Reds have dropped 11 of their last 12 games. They will begin their series with the NL East leaders out of Washington. In the American League, the Indians will host the Twins, a team they swept in 4 straight games on the road earlier this month. And finally, the Tigers will travel out west, trying to snap a 6-game losing streak against the Padres. And we are minutes away from the NHL draft, but the Blue Jackets have already made some moves. Brandon Saad will go back to Chicago, where he won 2 Stanley Cups, in exchange for the Breadman Artemi Panarin. Saad had career numbers with the Jackets, setting a personal best of 31 goals with the club in his first year, and also making career marks with his highest point totals in back-to-back seasons of 53. As for Panarin, he was the league's top rookie in the 2015-16 season. Of course, playing alongside Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews will help your stats. The Russian was second in goals with 31 and points with 74 this past season for the Blackhawks. Columbus also acquired Tyler Mott, who is a Michigan grad, a 6th-round pick, and Jordan Schrader from the Wild. And then tonight, I will let everyone know how the City Golf Tournament will be going on.
Okay, yeah, we'll early look at the brackets. We'll see them again later.
Exactly.
All right, thanks, John. Back with final stock numbers right after this.